So there isn't a validated at-home cognitive test for dogs, but this is something that I do in my own dogs at home to give me an idea if they're having any cognitive decline or impairments over time. This really focuses on executive function, memory, and problem solving because these are the things that tend to decline with age in dogs. So I call this the 5-minute dog brain check. Now remember, this is not a diagnosis. This is just a conversation starter. So if your dog's score is getting worse over time, that's worth discussing with your veterinarian. Instead of doing this a single time and giving a single score, make sure you establish a baseline when your dog is healthy. For example, around 6 to 8 years of age in larger breeds, or maybe 8 to 10 years in smaller breeds, and then repeat the same test every 6 to 12 months so that a decline in any individual dog's performance over time is going to be more informative than comparing one dog's score with another's score. The first thing you're going to do is the towel challenge. It's really a problem-solving activity. So you're going to need a small towel and a favorite treat. Place the treat on the floor and cover it with the towel as your dog watches. And this is how I score it. If your dog finds the treat in less than 2 seconds, they get 2 points. 10 to 30 seconds, 1 point. Unable to find it after 30 seconds, 0 points. Test 2 is a delayed memory test. Show your dog a treat, then place it under one of two identical cups. Wait 5 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds. Can your dog remember which cup? Score each delay. If they get it correct, they get 1 point. If they get it incorrect, they get 0 points for a maximum of 3 points. Test number 3 is the detour test. Place a treat behind a clear plastic or glass barrier with open sides. Now, can your dog go around that barrier instead of repeatedly pushing at the barrier? This is how I score it. If they immediately go around, give them 2 points. If they eventually get around it, give them 1 point. If they never figure it out, they get 0 points. This really measures cognitive flexibility. Test number 4 is name recognition. Now, while your dog is completely relaxed and not paying any attention to you, say their name loudly and then wait. Then say their name again and then wait. And then say their name again and then wait. Normal dogs usually orientate very quickly to hearing their name. So if they immediately turn their head, they get 2 points. If it was delayed, give them 1 point. No response, give them 0 points. Test number 5 is a novel object. Find something unfamiliar and place it in a room. Example, an empty box, a traffic cone, or a small tool. If they approach that object within 30 seconds, they get 2 points. If they investigate after some encouragement from you, give them 1 point. If they completely ignore it, give them 0 points. Loss of curiosity can accompany cognitive decline in dogs. And then the final test, test 6, is the social cue test. Point toward one of two cups. Does your dog follow your gesture when you point? This is one of the better studied measures of canine social cognition. If they correct immediately, give them 2 points. If they hesitate at all, give them 1 point. If they get it wrong or don't participate, give them 0 points. So your total score, if you have 10 to 13 points, that's expected. 7 to 9 points is maybe some mild changes, and maybe repeat that in 3 months and discuss with your veterinarian if you're noticing any behavioral changes. Less than 6, I would consider a veterinary evaluation because cognitive dysfunction is one possibility, but you can't rule out vision loss, hearing loss, arthritis, pain, endocrine disease, brain disease, and certain medications. These are all going to affect or produce similar signs. And have fun with it. It isn't just a test. It's also a form of enrichment and bonding with your dog. Also remember, this is not a validated score. This is something that I do at home with my own pets. You can compare the results of your at-home test with a validated owner questionnaire like the DISHA assessment. Talk to your veterinarian about it, or you can download it online.